How's it going, folks? Welcome to another fun at-home table read. Tonight we are finishing out Phase 3 of the MCU, Abridged. We're doing a lot of movies tonight. There's a lot of parts going around, and most likely we're going to be laughing a lot for this one, because these are always just wild. So let's just jump right into introducing ourselves.
Gun first. I'm Hunter, and I will be Loki, King of Asgard, as well as the action description.
Hello, I'm George, and I'll be Chris Evans.
I'm Logan. I'm going to be Robert Downey Jr.
I'm Chelsea. I'll be Scarlett Johansson.
I'm Kevin. I'll be Jeremy Renner.
Johnny, I'll be Thanos. And Benedict Cumberbatch.
I'm Curtis. I'm going to be Sam Jackson, Chadwick Boseman, and Chris Hemsworth.
I'm Matt. I'm going to be Chris Pratt and a variety of other characters.
I'm Eric. I'm going to be Rocket Raccoon.
I'm Mary. I'll be Zoe Saldana.
I'm Jen. I'll be Brie Larson.
I'm Travis. I'm playing Paul Bettany.
All right, well, Hunter, take us away.
MCU Phase 3 Abridged. Exterior. Prologue. A car speeds along a deserted country road as a huge screen-filling caption helpfully informs us the year is 1991. A motorcycle driven by Sebastian Stan approaches as, "Holy shit, who put a giant 1991 in the middle of the fucking road?" Veers wildly and crashes. Exterior, Niagara, present day. The Avengers have tracked down Ultimate Punisher Frank Grillo just as his gang steal a deadly virus. Both sides split up and fight.
Remember, no using guns on me. Strictly hand-to-hand, bad guys.
Cool. I've got my own personal attack drone now, but it looks like a bird, so it's all cute and family friendly.
Meanwhile, Chris Evans goes mano a mano with Cyborg Bane Frank Grillo himself.
Why the fuck didn't we bring Vision along? He'd rip you 10 new assholes without spilling his tea.
Oh, come on. Who could build a fight scene around a high, invincible flying demigod with laser beam powers versus a tough guy in some armor? Where's the fucking suspense in that?
God, you're right. That would so totally suck. I'm glad to be in the MCU where people fight strictly within their weight class.
They fight, and Frank Grillo tries to blow them both up until Elizabeth Olsen sticks Frank in a telekinetic bubble and lifts him up, up, and away. Oh shit, forgot the away part. Sorry, building full of people. Whoopsie. Interior college presentation. Robert Downey Jr. shows off some new technology that allows him to share one of his most painful, intimate memories with a room full of random college kids.
This was the last time I saw my parents before they died in a car crash. Hopefully you're too distracted by the cool CGI younger me effect to connect this with the car crash we only saw minutes ago. But turns out I bared my soul for no reason, so I'm just here to say, free grant money for everyone! Apparently being a CEO on constant mortal peril has been great for business.
Missed a tick putting up you from the 90s. Robert leaves the stage and the super cool hollow illusion tech is never mentioned again because this is MIT and not the California Institute of the Arts, where someone might have heard of Chekhov's gun.
Hey, random person, you're Alfred Woodard. I think you've won awards and shit. You must be somebody cool, right?
Kind of. I'm playing obscure hero. Grieving mom, woman. Eat mom grief, asshole.
That's true. My Ultron fuck-up killed your son. Oh shit, I'm growing a conscience. Again. It's like the fourth movie in a row!
Interior William Hurt's military base. The Avengers are summoned by William Hurt, who after 8 long years of scrubbing Edward Norton's stench off of him, has finally been allowed back in the MCU.
You guys have left a trail of devastation in your wake. Observe: New York, catastrophic damage. Washington, untold, hundreds dead. Sokovia, entire city, destroyed. And most recently, part of one side of building. Okay, maybe we shouldn't have a building up to the weakest example, but you get my point.
Do we get any credit for preventing the literal extinction of humanity not once, but 2 times?
Fuck no. You should realize the military has a strict tolerance for collateral damage, regardless of context. Anyway, the United Nations wants to create a supervisory panel, so the next time Earth is invaded by rampaging, unstoppable aliens, they can meet and say, yeah, go deal with that.
Wasn't this a civilian oversight body that fired a fucking nuke at New York in Avengers 1? And yet we're the reckless assholes in this scenario?
Undeterred, William whips out his big, thick Sokovia cord and slaps it down on the table.
I expect you all to sign the long-term binding document. Don't look so glum. As Marvel Studios heroes, it should come easily to you.
I think this is fair. Just being stronger, faster, or smarter than everybody doesn't mean we get to impose our own rules without oversight or accountability.
No. I demand the freedom to do whatever I want all the time just because I'm so convinced of my own superiority.
Are you sure we didn't get our lines backwards?
Nope. That's really how we're playing this. At least we're taking opposing viewpoints on an issue instead of hating each other for the same reasons like some superhero conflict movies. So yeah, fuck your stupid accord.
Damn it, Chris! This is the UN we're dealing with their blue helmets and sternly worded letters. Can you imagine what they would do to us if we don't sign?
You're not getting it, Robert. When we want control over policing the world, it's heroic. When the United Nations wants control over policing the world, it's an agenda.
Dun, dun, dun.
Excuse me, but I need to make an important point. We possess great strength. Strength leads to challenge. Challenge leads to conflict. Conflict leads to fear. Fear leads to anger. Anger. Let me start over.
Don't suppose anyone wants to actually read this document before launching into a big impassioned argument?
No. This totally sucks and I'm not budging until...
Ding.
Oh shit, Agent Carter just got canceled permanently. Like, she's dead.
Interior, Haley Atwell's funeral. Kick-ass blonde shield agent Adrian Pelicki, Emily Van Camp, is delivering a eulogy.
Haley's character was actually my aunt, a fact that I concealed by using the same last name as her. I didn't want anyone to know due to MCU movies' fierce disdain for anything happening in that miserable bitch-ass TV division.
Wow. Emily may have been hot before, but now that she's like a niece to me, va-va-va-voom. Awooga. Guess I should chat her up, huh? What do you say, Falcon? Want to be my wingman?
Dude, no.
Interior, United Nations Summit on the Sokovia Accords. Scarlet arrives and flirts a bit with Prince Chadwick Boseman.
Wow, it's hot in here. Wasn't just a giant explosion going my dad. Oh shit, no!
This just in, a blurry photo of Sebastian Stan has surfaced. Clearly the Winter Soldier is responsible.
Hastily snapped to get a news report broadcasting this after the fact. Never. I must kill Sebastian at once.
Interior, Starbucks coffee shop. Chris and Anthony go incognito in their matching oversized baseball hats and enormous sunglasses, which, gotta say, become way less incognito once there's more than one guy wearing them.
Hey guys, we got a lead on Sebastian's location, so I'm leaking it to you on account of our searing romantic chemistry or whatever.
Yeah. It's clear we have an undeniable magnetic connection that... Come on, buddy.
Chris rushes off with Anthony, exchanging high fives and chest bumps. Interior, awful, squalid apartment, Bucharest. Chris uses the info to find Sebastian. They fight each other and some cops, and Sebastian tries to escape, but is confronted by Chadwick.
I'm waiting.
For what?
For the quip. Come on, quip at me. Call me Captain Chrome. Offer to lend me a hand. Anything.
Sorry, Black Panther don't wisecrack.
He attacks Sebastian like a fucking pro.
Holy shit, a Marvel character who doesn't undercut every serious moment with a wry observation. I'm not prepared for this. Abort!
Sebastian and Chadwick and Chris chase each other while running faster than cars and motorcycles. Then they decide to really raise the stakes by getting into the cars and motorcycles they were just outrunning. We got time.
All right, I've enjoyed hovering over all this and letting you destroy property, but I guess I should arrest you now.
So we're caught. I wonder who this mysterious newcomer is with his ripped body, skin-tight black bodysuit, and sexy sharp fingernails. I mean, beer and sports. War is hell.
Oh, please. Marvel heroes don't have anything so gosh as secret identities. It's me, everyone. Hi.
Interior, back at Military HQ. Our heroes are brought in to face Martin Freeman, playing highly anticipated MCU edition, bland as fuck government suit man.
I'm also pretending to be American and doing nothing William Hurt couldn't do. So fuck knows why you even need me around.
Vanishes.
So, Robert, I guess you're going to say that me and Sebastian pulverizing a squad of innocent cops half to death somehow helps your argument.
This whole deal is kind of bullshit, though. I mean, of course you can trust Captain fucking America. Doing the right thing is your biggest superpower. We all have idealized levels of true heroism and noble intentions. But in real life, you can't trust people with unchecked legislative powers, never mind superpowers. So as long as we're comic book characters living in a quasi-realistic world, we'll both always be right and always be wrong.
Nuance. Just then, an EMP goes off, plunging the base into panic mode. In the containment wing, actual villain Daniel Bruhl approaches Sebastian.
Hello, Sebastian. I've orchestrated everything just to get you here and ask about the for ice fruity freeze pop you stole from that car in 1991. And unluckily for you, I also have the code book with the string of random disconnected words that activates your Hydra programming. Booyah! Psych, fly, damn, skip you fat, home slice, swing, all that in a bag of chips. What's up?
Oh no!
Sebastian
Well,
rips
it's some
apart.
quality brainwashing.
He rips apart specially designed containment unit like fly paper. Winterized Sebastian fights Anthony and Chadwick and Scarlet and Robert.
Damn! And maybe with only one Iron Man glove. If only I'd brought that lightweight briefcase and an entire suit in it, like an Iron Man 2, or some of the component armor that flies in and assembles around me like an Iron Man 3, or radio down to another orbiting mega suit like an Ultron.
Why wasn't your iron glove fried by the EMP? Have you been holding out EMP-proof tech from the rest of us? You dick.
Sebastian reaches the rooftop helicopter, but Chris grabs it, lacking any decent weapons. Sebastian chooses instead to bash Chris with the fucking helicopter.
Ah! I guess that really did compromise its usefulness as a getaway vehicle!
Into your briefing room later.
Chris and Sebastian got away. All right. I didn't want to have to do this, but I'm going to send out the regular soldiers after them fucking now. What's that? Regular fucking soldiers? You brought this on them, Robert. Remember that.
Damn it, William, my team doesn't need your help or anyone else's. We'll bring in Chris and Sebastian back, all on our lonesome.
Suddenly, Marvel Studios gets the rights to Spider-Man back.
I mean, there's one more guy who's utterly crucial to my team. Gotta go get him right now, since I've been monitoring him all along. Yes, sir, all time for all that careful foreshadowing to finally pay off.
Interior, Avengers Mansion. Elizabeth Olsen and Purple Bettany are busy chilling out, swapping recipes. You know, superhero stuff.
I do apologize, Liz, but I have been tasked to keep you here so you can work on your accent. It really is terrible. We can't inflict that on people. I'm sorry.
I understand. I have caused much suffering with my bad accent. Also, all those people I blew up, I shall remain here.
And in the comics, you and I are a thing. So I was hoping to tap that. I mean, tap that well of affection which has been building deep inside of my cock. And am I doing this right?
Liz! I'm here to bust you out with my trick arrows and fighting skills, neither of which do jack shit against Bettany's godlike powers, which I'll demonstrate repeatedly.
Huh? I thought it was a good plan. Taking time out until someone else, public enemy number one. But don't want to miss big airport fight, so okay.
Elizabeth zaps Paul, making him very, very hard.
Oh, yes, baby. I'm so turned on right now.
he says, plunging through the Earth's mantle. Interior Queen's apartment. Robert arrives to recruit Tom Holland and flirt with Marissa Tomei.
Wow. Aunt May gets younger and hotter with each reboot. We better quit now before she's literally a toddler on fire. Anyway, Chris Evans is building a super team, so I need reinforcements.
That's amazing! To think of all the various New York heroes you could have reached out to, you chose the dorky, awkward teenager you saw on YouTube.
Come on. If there's any proper adult superheroes in New York? Certainly none ever mentioned in major newspapers or with a publicly known detective agency.
Glares from the Netflix cast. Exterior, discrete location somewhere. Chris, Sebastian, and Anthony, having made the tactical decision to cram themselves into the most comical vehicle possible, meet up with Emily Van Camp. Emily Van Camp.
Hey guys, I got all your gear, committing treason again. But I think this time they may actually catch on, so.
So you'll fight by our side?
No, I'm gonna go with fuck off instead. But first, we should kiss on account of our desperate longing for each other.
Ah, yes, of course. That would certainly be appropriate given our smoldering passion.
They kiss.
Oh, Anthony and Seb, stop bickering back there. You're both equally my bestie, okay? You rascals.
The guys head to the nearby airport to rendezvous with Jeremy Renner, Liz Olsen, and also Paul Rudd, because why the fuck not? Exterior, completely empty, utterly deserted airport. Seriously, where the hell is everyone? Team Captain America saunters forward, swinging chains and slapping their hands with baseball bats and tire irons. Nearby, Team Iron Man advances towards them, snapping their fingers and pirouetting.
Avengers, come out and play! Are you sure you want to punch your way out of this?
Actual line.
Yeah, it's a Marvel movie. Duh.
Right. Everyone start beating the shit out of each other. These are our friends, so be careful to use only non-lethal laser beams, guns, rockets, explosions, and preposterous amounts of crushing damage.
Battle is joined! Robert fights Chris, who fights Chadwick, who fights Scarlett, who fights Jeremy, who fights John, who fights Paul, who fights Tom, who fights Anthony, who fights Chadwick, who fights Sebastian, who fights Elizabeth, who fights Jeremy, who fights Robert, who fights Scarlett, while Purple Bettany wanders off to the Reed Airport magazines instead of effortlessly whooping everyone.
I'm calling your shield, Evans.
Damn it, dude. Do you know how hard it is to find scratch remover for this thing?
Just when it seems the fight has maybe played out, everyone lines up against each other again and starts the whole giant airport fight all over again. Tons of planes and buildings get fucked to shit as they gleefully pile up fresh evidence for the maybe superheroes could use a wee bit of the oversight position. Whoops.
Who hasn't fought each other yet? Oh, how about Chadwick and Jeremy?
Right. Check this out. My bow transforms into a quarterstaff. Since nothing's better for a high precision ranged weapon than bashing shit with it. Check this out. Whoops. I'm referencing iconic moments from Amazing Spider-Man number 33, February 1966. Everyone cares about that, right?
See, I'm gonna grow super big instead, even though it might literally kill me, but that's how damn starstruck I am at meeting Captain America!
Chris and Sebastian reach the Quinjet. Chadwick almost gets there too, but Scarlett stops him.
Damn it, Scarlett. Why did you do that? I could have stowed away on the plane to the final showdown. Nice and logical. Now I have to magically track down his helicopter across the fucking ocean. Come on.
The Quinjet takes off. Purple Bettany finally shows up to shoot his forehead laser at Anthony, but hits Iron Cheeto. Cheeto crashes to the ground.
Ah, Todd Cheadle, no! Damn you, Anthony Mackie!
Sorry for ducking, I guess?
Tell that to Don Snaplegs! Goddamn Evans! This is all totally on you!
And Purple Bettany awkwardly strolls away, whistling. Interior Ocean Prison. Robert visits the top secret off-books underwater top security prison where the captured Avengers have been left to rot indefinitely with none of their family or friends ever knowing what the fuck happened to them. Hawkeye has kids!
Dude, dick move. Seriously, I'm cool, man.
Yeah, like, jeez. Look, can I say that you're all taking this remarkably well? Look, tell me where Chris went, and I've decided I want to help you guys after all. But not you guys, you're fucked.
Exterior. Siberian desolate base thing. Robert finds Chris and Sebastian inside the base.
Hey, the news just reported that Daniel Bruhl framed Sebastian, and he didn't blow up Chadwick's dad after all. So we're cool. Even though we know he totes did kill tons of other innocents as the Winter Soldier, just not that one guy.
Well, it's good you're here, because in this case are 5 more Winter Soldiers, and who are even more badass than me. Defeating them will take yet another large, sprawling, overstuffed fight scene, and oh hey, they're all dead. I can't tell if that's anticlimactic or just relief.
But behind a teeny tiny window is Daniel Bruhl.
Yes, it's me. I've planned this for years, and now sweet revenge is at hand. I only wish fucking Thor were here so I could repay him for that shit he pulled at the 1976 German Grand Prix.
How is this your plan? Robert's only here because Anthony told him.
And I only came alone because I'm an idiot.
In response, Daniel plays crappy old security footage from 1991 that shows Sebastian killed Robert's parents.
Yeah, it's true. I murdered them both as the Winter Soldier because running a car off the road is the type of job only a highly skilled cryo-frozen super soldier can be trusted with.
Damn it, Bucky. You killed my mom. Prepare to die.
Shit, dude, I'm sorry.
Ducks a laser blast.
Okay, I was under Hydra mind control.
He dodges 5 missiles.
Okay, wait. My mom had the same name as yours?
Why the fuck would that matter?
He attacks.
Ah, excellent. But rather than see my years of effort come to fruition, I'm gonna wander out in the snow and shoot myself. Toddles?
Not so fast. You're a Marvel movie villain. There's an utterly sucked donkey balls. We may need you for a Disney Plus show.
He captures Daniel for Disney Plus. Chris and Robert fight so much. Sebastian tries escaping up the Dark Knight Rises pit, but fails so hard he loses an arm. At last, Chris finally defeats Robert, grabs Sebastian and leaves, dramatically letting his shield fall to the ground. The shield ricochets 5 times, knocking out 12 Hydra agents.
Sorry, force of habit. Back to our poignant tableau. Taking off then, Evans? Right, cool. I'll just stay here and freeze to death in my non-functioning armor.
It's okay. I've got a plane. I'd have stopped Chris and Sebastian, but I had my hands full with no fight defeated here.
Interior, Avengers compound later. Robert tries to help Don walk with his new robo-legs.
Damn, this broken spine sucks. Say, whatever happened to that magic Iron Man 3 goop that fixed the gaping hole in your chest, brought Gwyneth back from the dead? Maybe we could use...
Oh, hey, look, it's the traditional Stan Lee cameo! Later, John!
Tony stank.
Stan delivers a FedEx package, which is a letter from Chris Evans. Robert reads it as the screen goes sepia and plaintive fiddle music swells in the background.
Dearest Robert, I trust this finds you well, surrounded by those of your side which should not perish. Namely everybody. I mean, is it not astounding how not one of our numbers shuffled off yet again? Not even that most cowardly ruse of a fake-out Sam Jackson or Groot death? But I digress. Just as the roots of the aspen trees intertwine beneath the surface of the world, away from human sight, so shall you and I remain conjoined in common cause. Though myself and my compatriots must dwell in shadow, fugitives from those powers you so faithfully now serve, we shall not forever be parted from you. For truth, I have taken it upon myself to liberate those of our brethren, which you had most wrongfully imprisoned, and fervently hope we shall also recover the weapons and gear and supersuits that once made them mighty, lest they be little more than glorified drinking buddies. Fare thee well, and know that though we appear separated to those who know not the depth of our convictions, we shall ere answer your call to assemble. Well, old Polly Rudd's calling. It must be time for bed. Warmest regards, Chris. P.S. Also, could I get my shield back? It's kind of my whole thing.
Has that fucker still not learned to email?
Interior bonus scene.
Thanks for letting us hide out here in Africa.
Yes, we are in Africa.
Interior bonus scene. What the hell was that crap? I want pictures of Spider-Man! We see Tom Holland dick around in his room for a bit. Good enough. Fade in. Exterior, New York, near Avengers Tower, 2012. Scrap salvage guy Michael Keaton and his scrappy crew are salvaging scrap.
We hit the jackpot, boys. That alien invasion may have rained down death and destruction, but it also created tons of jobs for working stiffs like us. A satisfied smirk on my face is completely appropriate.
Everyone listen up. We're Marvel's damage control, and we're possibly setting up our own TV series, so we're in charge now.
Really? You know Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is barely afloat and Power Outlets got canceled faster than fuck, right?
Yes, really. However, since we're all pulling together in the wake of this tragedy and we're bankrolled by the infinity dollars of Downey Corp, allow me to cut you guys a check in compensation for all you invest. No, really, you can all fuck off and die.
God damn it! Lost my business, my livelihood, and my savings. All I have left is a crate load of super advanced alien technology worth a fortune on the black market. What to do?
What if we sold the...
That's it! We'll sell alien scrap illegally and take a robot wingsuit to get even more alien scrap, and I shall become Birdman.
You did that already.
Oh yeah? Batman. Shit, I did that twice. What flying Marvel villains are still available?
How about a vulture?
Sure. I shall become the Vulture. Sounds good. So good that I will never use that name all movie.
Marvel Studios logo with orchestral classic Spidey theme. Da, 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 da. Well, that was sweet, but time to ditch that for a brand new theme, don't you think? Yes, of course. Interior, Robert Downey Jr.'s limo. 8 years later. What, really? So this is the year 2020 now? That's weird, but hey, it's your cinematic universe, dude. Tom Holland is showing his home movie of Captain America Civil War to Robert.
Apparently, I'm smart enough to create synthetic weapon with the tensile strength of Hulk's clenched ass cheeks, but I can't figure out how to film in widescreen. I'll remember next time, though. Promise.
Look, kid, I know you've had a taste of the big time, but you need to squash that all down and be happy with your small-scale, mundane existence. As a teenager, you should have no problem taking the long view and seeing the bigger picture, right?
Don't worry. I can be patient. So what's the next mission? Is it Infinity War, Black Panther, Untitled Avengers Movie 2019? Fuck the schedule. Can we do all of them right now, please?
How about let's do a quick alibi video for your aunt? Hey, Marissa Tomei, you sure are fuckable. I'm hard right now. I'm in a long-term serious relationship.
Interior, super ethnically diverse high school. Tom goes about his regular school day, keeping a low profile by mixing web goop at his desk and lifting up rows of school lockers, hoping nobody happens to round a corner.
Hey, Tom, you loser. Check it out. I'm the new Flash Thompson. Since I'm playing a bully, I put on 60 pounds for this role, bringing me to a grand total of 72 pounds.
Hey, Tom, my BFF. How about we meet up later to go build my new Star Wars trademark, Lego trademark, Death Star trademark, which you can purchase for a low cost of $500. Jesus Christ, am I holding down 3 jobs?
You guys are so lame. I wouldn't be caught dead with either of you dorks. What the hell am I even doing here? All right, Disney.
After school, Tom stops by his favorite bodega.
Hey, Tommy, how's that hot piece of ass of Marissa Tomei doing, huh? I'd sure like to fuck her. I can't resist all the way she pulls her pants all the way up. Oh, yeah.
Is this really the best use of Marissa Tomei we could come up with?
The bodega. Tom changes into spikes up and moves around town, causing random minority property damage until.
Oh, cool! Those guys are robbing an ATM with advanced alien tech. Finally, finally a chance to cause major property damage.
Oh, I'm good. Spider Tom leaps into action and almost wins before the alien tech obliterates his favorite bodega.
Oh crap! I was so focused on winning the fight, I didn't stop to think how that alien gun could go off wildly and endanger innocent bystanders. Well, I won't make that mistake a second time. Certainly not on a ferry, that's for sure.
Interior Tom's room. Tom slowly crawls into his room along the ceiling, and just when you think they probably filmed the whole scene upside down, so a big whoop-de-doo, he drops the floor and finds, dropping his Star Wars trademark, Lego trademark, Death Star trademark in shock.
Oh my God. You're the Spider Tom?
What? No! I'll prove it by stripping almost naked and showing off my muscles for already the second time. Hey, did you know Peter Parker's supposed to be 15 in this movie? Chris Hansen alert!
You kids hoisting around with no clothes again. I guess everyone's expecting me to make a gay joke here, but instead I'll be a cool, understanding adult. You know, I'm a cool mom. And not some James Wood asshole. So cliche averted.
Interior restaurant. Tom and Marissa have gone out for Thai larb, which is totes going to be the new shawarma. Yep, any minute now.
You've barely said anything all day. Yes, we're all relieved that we skipped over the spider bite and the Uncle Ben death rather than go through it all yet again. But it feels like the writers forgot to give us new things to talk about.
This dessert is on the house because I'd really like to fuck Marissa. Hey, babe, you want to know what else comes with great power?
Okay, enough already. Jeez.
Interior school gym class. Gym coach Hannibal Buress, who is also being used to his full potential, plays a video for the students.
Hey, kids. So you want to make a big, successful superhero movie? Don't forget, superheroes are fun. Movies about them should probably contain at least a bit of something that is fun. Colors are also fun. Don't be afraid to have more than 2 colors in your entire movie.
Tom and Jacob are doing floor mat exercises when they notice Tom's secret crush, Laura Harrier, and her friends doing sitting around chatting exercises, including a round of Fuck, Marry, Kill involving Thor, Iron Man, and Hulk.
Ew, why is fuck Hulk even an option? Anyway, my crush is on Spider-Man, so whatevs.
Time no Spider-Man. He would also like to fuck Ultron, marry Groot, and kill Iron Fist because that show blew chunks.
Neat. Hey, I just so happen to be throwing a huge party this very night. You should come.
This is great. You can show up as Peter, disappear, Spidey swings in looking for you, leaves, and then comes back all, whoa, did I miss Spider-Man? We can easily do this stunt once, maybe even 0 times before people catch on.
Exterior suburbia. Tom is preparing to make his Spidey entrance, but sees a weird explosion in the distance, so goes to investigate. He spins the obligatory community guest star wheel, and it lands on Chevy Chase. So he spins again and gets...
Oh, hello, Mr. Crime Gear Salesman. I'd like to buy some extremely small scale, minimal crime gear, please.
That sounds like something we'd have established before I trucked all the hyper deadly sci-fi arsenal out here.
They spot Spider Tom and a nighttime chase happens, murkily. At one point, Spider Tom runs past a TV playing Ferris Bueller's Day Off that illustrates how much better these scenes work in daytime.
I've got them now, unless some robot-winged asshole jumps me from behind. Of course, my spider sense would alert me in time, unless maybe I don't have that yet. Whoops! I guess not!
He's thrown in a lake. Interior, Michael Keaton's hideout. Keaton and Bokeem Woodbine and Tom Hardy rendezvous back at...
Wait, Tom Hardy. Holy shit, are we setting up Venom already?
Ha! Just kidding. It's actually me. Freelance Tom Hardy impersonator Logan Marshall Green.
Well, for making me think about Spider-Man 3, you die now.
Ah!
Looks like you get his punch tech glove, Bokeem. Congratulations on becoming less than half as powerful as Chloe Bennett.
Interior, high school. Tom and Jacob meet up in shop class.
I recovered this glowy alien energy device after the fight. Let's do science things to it in the middle of a class in full view of everybody.
By combining their keen intellects, they devise a scientific experiment by bashing it with a hammer, which yields little results. After class, Bokeem shows up looking for it with a tracking device, but Tom puts a tracking device on Bokeem, who's Irony Man now? Interior, Tom's room. Tom and Jacob sit in a room watching the tracer move on a map instead of, I don't know, following it.
Tracer, stop. Bad news, it's in Maryland, which is quite far away.
Shit. Hey, wait! There just so happens to be a student Olympiad happening in DC, like, tomorrow. And we both just happen to be members of the high school student Olympiad team, along with Laura Harrier, and Zendaya, and Tony Flash Revolori. Even though traditionally, he's the meathead jock enemy to my nerdy underdog hero.
Wow, I'd call that a Dickensian coincidence, except if I did, Charles Dickens would roll over in his grave, rise from the dead, and eat my face while ripping my dick off.
Interior, motel, Washington, D.C.
Now that we've tracked the guy who was tracking us, we need to remove the tracker from my suit so that Downey can't track me tracking the tracking guy. I can't build my track record if I attract Iron Man's attention.
Done. Also, I unlocked all of your super secret murder kill settings off of your suit.
Why did Downey give a 15-year-old a suit with secret murder kill settings?
Because with great power comes great reckless use of power, I guess.
Exterior, rural highway. Robot wing Michael Keaton is about to rob a damage control truck when Spider Tom arrives to thwart him with his cool new Spidey suit powers, which include fucking up his webs and knocking himself out cold.
Spider-Man's at my mercy, helpless to stop me from flying back to my hideout and vowing to someday find them and kill him. Wait a second, I should just...
Interior damage control sub-basement storage sometime later. Spider Tom finally wakes up and finds himself alone in the huge storeroom.
Ugh. So those drivers really didn't notice my entire fight with Keaton or slamming myself into the truck's roof? And they don't even check their cargo's okay when they arrive? Maybe they really should have left Keaton's crew in charge of all this.
Hello, Tom. I'm the AI of your suit, and I have Jennifer Connelly's voice, thus marking the first ever and only time she's been in a Marvel superhero movie. Shut up. Your suit can make 30,000 versions of webbing because we're cramming in decades of comic writers' bullshit inventions all at once. Also, that glowy thing Jacob's carrying will explode if it contacts radiation. And what do you know? That exact circumstance just happened back in DC.
Shit! How will I get back to DC in time? It took me 15 years just to get back to Marvel. Wait! I'm in a warehouse full of bizarre alien tech. There's gotta be a jetpack or one of those flying platforms all the Chitauri aliens use, or I could use my godlike engineering skills to build something.
Almost certainly. So let's use random interstate traffic instead.
Exterior Washington Monument. As Spider Tom draws near, the glowy thing explodes in a way that frags an elevator, but not any of the people inside. Also, the elevator is full of Spidey friends.
Must risk certain death by scaling the Washington Monument. Well, at least one thing in this movie will justify watching in 3D.
Spider Tom saves everyone and then plummets down the elevator shaft, but everyone just assumes he's okay, and it turns out he is. So it seems the threat of a really big fall was maybe overblown a wee bit. Interior school. Tom has been given detention for blowing off the Olympiad.
Remember, kids, you can't just throw a batch of public domain characters together nobody cares about. Give it a dumb name like Dark Universe and just expect it to take off. You've got to build from the ground up. Maybe include some properties that don't carry the stench of failure.
Tom escapes detention by fucking off and tinkers with his suit instead.
Oh, hey, the suit takes videos of everything I do. Cool. Suit, please erase all footage between waking up and morning shower, okay? Between morning shower and getting dressed. Between gym and fifth period. Oh, and also...
Hours later, Tom uses the footage of Donald Glover to learn his identity and track him down.
Hey, Spider-Man, I just happen to have heard that someone I just happen to know is buying alien tech from Keaton on a ferry, and the deal just so happens to be later today.
Exterior ferry. Spider Tom barges in and starts tossing crooks about despite them having volatile, dangerous alien weaponry, since there was no earlier scene demonstrating how easily this can go horribly wrong.
Ha! I'm kicking ass. I can't wait until Mr. Downey sees how well I...
Disrupts an FBI sting operation.
Wait a sec. I didn't mean to.
Allows a ferry to be cut in half.
I do? Holy shit, man, I better scotch tape this thing back together with webbing.
Fails.
Fuck! If only this were a speeding train.
Iron Downey swoops in and snatches Tom's ass from the jaws of mass murder.
Damn it, kid! You need to let proper authorities handle shit and not take matters into your own hands. You know, like I always do.
How is the FBI the proper authority when they're even less equipped to fight supervillains than S.H.I.E.L.D.? Forget. You get here 5 minutes sooner, blast a few lasers through Keaton's vulture rig, and he's done. Then you could curb stomp the other assholes in about 10 seconds. The whole thing would take less time than you've already spent chewing me out.
I'm taking your suit.
Shit. Okay. Here you go. You might want to download the suit's recording on the ferry battle, since I looked right at Michael Keaton, and you could probably use face recognition plus Stark Tech to track him down before dinner time.
Stop making this so easy, damn it!
Okay.
Interior. Back to Tom's normal routine. Tom glamours Laura into going to homecoming with him. He goes to pick her up, but oh fuck! Michael Keaton is her dad! The audience shits their pants.
Holy shit. My arch nemesis just happens to be the dad of a girl in my high school, and it's the same girl I have a crush on?
My evil plan just happens to be culminating in the exact same night as homecoming night, which she's gonna do as your date.
That's a fucking Spider-Man movie. Keaton drives Tom and Laura to the dance.
Don't you like Tom, Dad? He reminds me of you because he disappears whenever Spider-Tom shows up.
Well, that information, plus Tom's distinct Marty McFly and Bart Simpson go to Toski Station to pick up some power converters voice, is all I need to introduce that he is, in fact, Spider-Tom. Hey, Laura, why don't you head inside while we talk Bird the Spider?
Now that it's just me and you, I guess I'll whoop your ass since I'm Spider-Man and you're just a dude.
But I'm holding a gun. It's not even pointed at you. Which makes me way more intimidating than when we fought multiple times with guns pointed right at you.
Fuck.
Keaton drives off, but Tom's phone is still inside. Tom becomes Spidey Tom.
Woohoo! tracking. In history ever had more tracking in it? I swear to.
He's punched
Sorry.
by Bokeem.
Sorry, buddy. Keaton said to kill you if you tried anything.
Spider-Man on the drive here. When did he have time to do that?
Spider-Man? No. This is standard procedure for all the Laura's boyfriends.
Tom webs Bokeem into a bus and tracks Keaton to his hideout. Interior Keaton hideout. Spidey Tom uses the advantage of surprise to announce his presence to Michael Keaton from across a super large empty room.
Tom, you gotta understand. I turned evil because Robert Downey Jr. fucked up my life. Which makes me, the 9th villain to have that exact same motivation?
Yeah, I'm thinking Thanos will turn out to be a summer intern that Downey dunked in food dye.
Anyway, thanks for not fucking up my vulture rig when you walked past it earlier. And thanks for only webbing up one of my hands so I can still operate it.
The vulture rig smashes shit and buries Tom under 1 billion tons of concrete.
Shit, I'm doomed! Oh wait, I have super strength. Duh!
Lifts the concrete.
That's better. The important thing is we reference the iconic Spider-Man scene, which we already referenced in Civil War.
Interior, Downey Corp plane full of random leftover Comic-Con merch. Keaton is robbing the plane mid-flight.
Oh yeah, boys. Fanboys will pay millions for this shit on eBay.
But Spidey Tom is there to stop him. They fight amongst extreme dark clouds and the plane becomes a hyperactive strobe disco ball because it's always fun to wrap up your summer blockbuster by inducing some neurological events. Finally, they crash on a beach.
Joke's on you, kid. I'm still gonna fly away with this box of Downey autographed arc reactors.
The robo-wings are malfunctioning.
I'll just ignore that.
The robo-wings catch on fire.
I'll just ignore that too.
The robo-wings announce 5 seconds to self-destruct. 5, 4.
This is fine.
Explodes. Luckily, Tom drags Michael out of the fire and into a different part of the fire, so he's okay. Interior, school. Tom and the Olympiad team debrief.
Hey, guess what? I was money penning Robin Blofeld con MJ all along. Try to act surprised, even though this was blabbed online months ago.
Cool. I'm really Jacob Jonah Jameson's.
Tom gets a text from a random hookup in the school bathroom and so naturally drops everything to rush over. But it's actually a stealth invite to the Avengers compound. Interior, Avengers compound.
Tom, once again you ignore my wishes and recklessly took matters into your own hands instead of asking for help. But this time it worked out, so congratulations. You're an Avenger now. Check out your awesome new upgraded Spidey costume.
Yes! Is Paltrow here?
Well, yeah, she has some ideas about your web goop, and,
He leaves. Interior, Tom's room. Tom gets home and finds a package containing what is now the obsolete second-best Spidey suit. Hooray! He puts it on and struts around a bit.
Well, that was quite the adventure. I went through a lot, but I've emerged a little wiser, a little more mature, and a whole lot more
I just caught you in the Spidey suit in your room like Jacob did at the beginning of the fucking movie. You haven't learned jack shit.
Now that was a picture of Spider-Man. Interior, mid-credits bonus scene, prison. Keaton is approached by a criminal looking for info on Spider-Tom.
I'm gonna give my villain an extra glimmer of depth by protecting Spider-Tom's identity.
But didn't you tell Bokeem right away once you found out? And were you calling Spidey by his real name over radio comm while your tech guy was listening in?
Well, you seem to be angling for the part of Scorpion, and that character sucks, so fuck off.
Well, fuck you.
Interior, post-credits bonus scene.
Oh, hello, audience. By sitting through all the credits, you've shown great patience, and patience is a virtue. But remember, even great patience is finite. So you don't want to risk exhausting it by, let's say, waiting 11 years before giving a woman a lead role. DC, you affable fools. Huh? Oh, that one's us? Fuck.
Fade in. Interior, magical library. Gothed out Mads Mikkelsen and his goontourage burst into the library of ancient knowledge.
Well, I'm here to steal the most dangerous spell in the world from the most powerful books of magic on Earth. I don't care what impressive safeguards are in my way.
Actually, you just have to defeat me, a random low-level sorcerer, and those chains over the books, purely decorative, not even a high school combination lock or anything. These are the least guarded ultimate books of power ever.
Oh, well then.
He kills the librarian with magic fire shibari.
Now to rip out the pages we need. Sure, we could take a photo, but then the good guys wouldn't know exactly which spell we took and what our plans are.
They take the pages and run into the streets.
Not so fast. Witness how I make buildings go crazy, all MC-ish style.
That sure is freaky, but does it actually accomplish anything?
It makes everything go sideways sometimes, and that's about it.
Mads creates a portal and he and his gang get away.
Damn! If only there had been a way to create a tiny portal right next to the Mads, that I could reach through and grab the pages back. Alas! Such a spell does not exist anywhere in this film. I'm off to re-wax my forehead.
Interior Our Lady of Perpetual sequel's hospital. Neurosurgeon Benedict Cumberbatch decides to really stretch his acting chops by being a handsome, ingenious, somewhat asocial, egocentric twat. But this time with a passable American accent. He performs surgery while fellow doctor Rachel McAdams quizzes him on music.
Right then, give me a tough one.
Okay, here's an orchestral theme from a Marvel movie. Tell me which.
Fuck. Not that tough.
Benedict demonstrates his awesome dexterity by yanking a bullet out of a man's skull with his left hand while typing an award-winning Baroque romance novel with his right, while wearing mittens.
You know, if you worked in the ER like me, you could save lives every day, you selfish asshole.
But in my specialized practice, I can develop techniques that can save thousands of lives.
Ah, fuck, that's a great argument. I'm gonna have to work extra hard to convince the audience you're an arrogant douchebag.
Benedict proceeds to save the life of Rachel's patient free of charge.
That's not helping!
Right, off to go lecture people about how awesome I am. Toodles!
Exterior, narrow, winding mountaintop road in the dark. While raining ice and banana peels during an oil spill, Benedict adapts to the adverse road conditions by setting his car to reckless asshole mode.
I'm in such a rush. I have to book surgical appointments over the phone while driving with one hand and patting myself on the back. My hands are so awesome. Time for a quick shave while eating a burrito. While eating a burrito and composing a pop song on this Casio keyboard. Whoops! Easy baked cookies are done. Easy baked cookies are done. Let me just stop spinning these plates for a moment so I can reach all the way over. And oh, is that a magpie? I better sketch this bad boy up right after I'm done picking my nose with all 10 fingers.
Suddenly, he loses control and crashes.
Oh, I have been permanently injured in a vehicle crash, and the vehicle crash caused my own arrogance and blindness to my actions. Now I must put aside my towering ego and use my keen intellect to help mankind.
Dude, get your own thing!
I see. You want to be the charmingly arrogant, goateed bastard cornerstone of the MCU forever, is that it?
Carry on!
Interior hospital. Benedict awakens in traction.
I've got some bad news, Benny.
Give it to me straight, Rachel. Brain damage, short-term memory loss, spinal contusions, short-term memory loss.
No, you're still gorgeous and a genius. You can even walk fine, but your hands are going to have a very mild tremor. All things considered, this is a pretty amazing stroke of luck for...
Take out the feeding tube. I want to die.
Oh, quit cumber bitching. So you can't freehand surgery anymore. You know what you can do? Lecture, consult, teach. Stephen Hawking's been writing books from his chair for 50 goddamn years. Your fine motor skills aren't even that bad. You could probably even still drive with some practice, if they give you your license back, that is.
I'm a monster.
Fuck this. I'm breaking up with you. I mean, we're already broken up, but I don't know. I'm double breaking up with you.
Benedict wastes tons of money, trying vainly to fix his hands until finally one of his physical therapists takes pity and throws him a plot thread, which Benedict fumbles and drops, so the therapist hands it over gently instead. Exterior public basketball court. Benedict finds Benjamin Bratt, and makes his sad otter face until Benjamin gives in.
The place you want to find is called Camartage. Yeah, not a Pratt, I'm a Brat. It's a secret location that doesn't appear on maps or guidebooks, so good luck buying a ticket to go there.
Oh, we've all seen the costume designs, the sets. It's obviously Nepal. Everything mystic is always from there anyway. Let us away to the land of foreign box office appeal.
Exterior Kathmandu. Benedict wanders about in sad clothes until he's about to be mugged, but is saved by Chiwetel Ejiofor.
So, my friend, I hear you're looking for Camartage. I shall take you there and introduce you to the mysterious figure known only as the Androgynous One. This is how we get new recruits, apparently, by randomly overhearing strangers asking about us in crowded marketplaces.
Interior Camartage. Chiwetel leads Benedict to see Tilda Swinton.
Hello, I would like some new hands, please.
Minority Report? I'm sorry, it's not that simple. Here we harness magical energies and expand our consciousness so that we can.
Fuck you. I don't believe this shit. I assume that deep inside this mystical temple was a really expensive MRI machine or nanobots or something, which is probably what they have in Tony Stark's lab in the Avengers Tower, which is like 3 blocks away from my apartment in New York. And why the fuck didn't I start there?
Well, if 30 seconds of rational conversation will convince you, then how about blowing your mind?
Benedict is thrown in a giant cosmic kaleidoscope filled with 2001: A Space Odyssey on acid, spliced with every Doctor Who opening credit sequence all at once.
Hey.
Benedict turns into infinite hands to provide some fun nightmare fuel for a generation of kids.
And they're certainly not showing any signs that they are slowing!
Eventually, the audience's migraines are bad enough that the sequence stops and Benedict returns to reality.
I believe you. Oh, gender fluid one, I am your humble servant.
Honestly, I was just showing you that to be a dick.
She throws him out.
You know the rules, Chiwetel. I definitely butchered that, and I'm sorry. If the applicant is young, tell him he's too young. Old, too old. Strikingly cheekboned, too strikingly cheekboned. If the applicant waits for 3 days without food, shelter, or encouragement, he may then enter and begin his training.
Okay. I mean, we've still got a lot of origin story to get through.
Oh, fine.
She lets Benedict back inside.
I will teach you, but be warned, it could take weeks, if not several weeks, for you to surpass us all in the martial arts that we are learning and teaching you. Sorry. Now let me show you all around.
Interior Library of Magic. Tilda and Chiwetel take Benedict to meet new librarian Benedict Wong, who is playing the character Wong.
And this is the library. Wong, meet Benedict. Benedict Wong.
Obviously, that's Benedict Wong. What's his character's name?
It's Wong. Benedict.
Yes, I know that. And if I'm getting all formal, then I'm Cumberbatch Benedict. But what is his character's name?
It's just Wong, okay? Can you get that through your thick skull, Benedict? Wong!
No, I'm Benedict Wong.
No, I'm Benedict Wong.
Third base. Interior Library 38 hours later.
Phew. Glad we finally got that sorted out. So congratulations on being an actual Asian actor cast to play an Asian character. Baby steps, Marvel.
Yeah. They figured they needed at least one Chinese-looking person in this movie after Tilda whited the place up. Or whited the place up. Sure, in the comics, I'm a submissive tea-chugging Charlie Chan type full of fortune cookie homilies. But we scrapped that, and now we listen to Beyonce and fail to guard books. They basically took out most of the stereotypes and replaced them well with nothing, I guess.
I won't stand for this Wong slander. Interior Camartage, Benedict, or Cumberbatch that is, continues his training and eventually decides to deal with the scraggly lice farm on his face.
Too difficult to shave. My trembling hands. And I'll give myself an elaborate, perfectly trimmed goatee. That's much easier.
Cumberbatch continues to suck at magic until almost dying forces him to learn one thing, that he is awesome.
Aha! I am now super proficient in the mystic arts, thanks to my powers of memorization.
Shit. Is that all we're going with? No deeper understanding of reality, no spiritual quest, not even his fine motor control. We're just gonna leave it there.
Yeah, that's why we don't let Ken Jennings within 10 miles of this fucking place. Now, remember, Batch, you can read all you want, just don't fuck with the artifacts.
Cumberbatch immediately begins fucking with the artifacts, including the time travel necklace. Ooh.
Now I can fast forward this half-eaten apple to when it was all eaten, or rewind to when it was whole. But the parts I ate are still inside me, so I've just found a source of infinite food. Maybe this should be worth sharing with...
Dude, I could have wiped out world hunger in my movie too. Just forget about it and move on.
Which reminds me, if this place isn't entirely devoted to solving my life's problems, then what the fuck is it for?
Camartage is linked to 3 sanctums in London, Hong Kong, and New York because fucking everything's gotta involve New fucking York somehow. And yes, this means that both us and Avengers Tower were the short walk from your home. Flying halfway around the world just became doubly useless.
Just broke Doctor Strange for me. Suddenly, there's an explosion as unexpectedly Mads attacks. Michael J. Fox gets vaporized as Jack Nicholson and Danny DeVito overact horribly, and Cumberbatch finds himself thrown into the London sanctum.
Gosh, I wonder what new fantastic things are in this sanctum. Here's some weird doors that lead to portals, huh? We all have rings that create portals everywhere, so who's using this?
Cumberbatch wanders further and finds Umit Olgin in a standoff with Mads.
Aha! Now it's time to introduce exciting new superheroes! So...
Huh? Shit. Wait. What to do? What to do? So many incredible relics of wisdom to utilize. We've got the location, changing the door from Hal's moving castle.
He kicks one of Mads' mooks into Tatooine, then flips the door to Hoth.
Sweet! Also, this cave seems to be made out of the same material as Aladdin's magic carpet, complete with comic relief sentience.
The cape wins the fight for him by dragging him over to the winning relic.
What's this? A bundle of chains and rods? How do I even... Fuck it.
He chucks the thing at Mads, which yanks him around and restrains him in a creepy submissive bondage pose.
Am I the only one that's getting BDSM vibes from this? We're recording some interesting Rule 36 content here. That's all I'm saying.
The demon Dormammu exists in the realm outside this one, Benedict. Rule 36 does not apply in his dark, immortal dimension.
Yeah, what's so great about this dimension?
Well, it's dark and immortal. And all are beholden to Dormammu's sadistic whim. Honestly, it sounds a lot cooler when he explained it.
So, yet again, a Marvel villain wants to destroy the world because fuck it, why not? Great.
Just then, one of Mads' posse turns out to be not defeated and stabs Cumberbatch. Cumberbatch creates a portal and escapes. Interior hospital, emergency ward. Cumberbatch staggers around the ward, aggravating his wound, but it's not like he has a levitating cloak, which would have avoided that problem.
Arr, help me, nurse. This is the Marvel's Heroes Recovery Wing, right?
Yeah, but this is the Netflix ward. You want cinema. Next one over.
Right, sorry. Arr, Rachel, help.
Mads' minion shows up in astral form and attacks. Cumberbatch also goes astral and they start kicking each other's astrals. Meanwhile, Rachel shocks Cumberbatch's heart and...
Wow, the shock from an AED gave me an astral form, more power and energy. Therefore, if I transfer that shock to the bad guy's astral form, it will also give him more power, energy, and kill him.
This works. Once revived, Cumberbatch returns to London and finds Chiwetel and Tilda.
Shit. Mads escaped in the iron bondage thing. And sadly, it's one of those one use only. So now it's useless forever?
Wait. That subtle mark on Tilda's face. She has been secretly drawing energy from the dark dimension. And even though it doesn't seem to have had any other side effects, that makes her just as bad as the eternal pain demon who's sworn to inflict centuries of untold horror and destruction.
Wow. False equivalency much, douchebag?
Hi, I'm back. Fight some more.
Well, that was some graceful plot advancement. An emergency erupted. But also, to spare the city collateral damage, let's do this entire fight in the Inception dimension.
Great idea. But for some reason, Mads is way more powerful in this dimension. Even though Tilda herself also chose to fight in the Inception dimension back in the cold open. Well, off we go.
Exterior. Super Inception, tripping balls, parkour, fucking what sequence? Mads and the Mikkelsen chase Chiwetel and Cumberbatch.
Must create a portal to escape. Must always create new portal just far enough away so we don't reach it in time.
Must overload screen with vertigo-rific special effects. Must distract audience from realizing they're watching a glorified foot chase straight out of a 1970s cop show.
Must bravely enter the fray and sacrifice myself to fulfill mandatory story structure. Ah!
Interior. Hospital. They portal Tilda back to the hospital, but it's too late. She dies.
Damn. There was nothing we could do. Quick! We've got to get to Hong Kong.
Da-da-da. Exterior. Hong Kong. They portal to the Hong Kong sanctum, but it's too late. It's blown up, and Benedict Wong is dead.
Wait! There's something we can do. I can use the Eye of Agamotto to rewind time. Arr!
Couldn't do this one scene ago, could you, you asshat?
She vanishes, and events start flowing backwards, and Benedict Wong becomes not dead.
Well, shit. If we get out of this, I guess your job from now on will be sitting in a sealed box with the eye 24/7, emerging only to reverse anything bad that ever happens.
Except even though you're sending me back in time, my brain is still working forwards wise, so I can double reverse my time stream and resume moving forward within the backwards of what the fuck?
Dude, we can fall back on the classic excuse. I wizarded it. Wizard did it. But this time, literally. Don't stress out.
Well, this backwards motion is cute and all, but I just noticed Earth is getting sucked into the Ditko dimension. Any thoughts?
Yes. But I'm not going to share them. After 2 hours of people trying to teach me it's not all about you, I'm going to defeat this big bad all alone with no help. And to make it even more about me, I'll also provide the voice of Dormammu. For real.
Cumberbatch flies up into the Ditko dimension to confront Dormambatch.
Oh, wow. I'm a big disembodied glowy face. In the comics, I'm a flame-headed kung fu alien. Why does Marvel insist on making their big bads boring as fuck? Anyway, you are doomed, etc., etc., etc.
Aha! I've trapped you in a time loop. If you kill Mads and leave Earth alone, I'll release you.
I'm an immortal being, and you are human. If I let this play out, you'll surely go mad long before I would.
Guess I'm counting on you having patience of a spoiled baby.
Fuck you.
Smushes Cumberbatch.
Oh my god, they killed Benny.
You bastards!
Exterior. Next iteration of the same time loop.
So, are you bored of seeing the same thing over and over yet?
I love Marvel movies.
Zing! Smushes Cumberbatch. Exterior. Next iteration.
Had enough?
Torturing humans for all eternity was my whole plan. This is like crack to me.
Smushes Cumberbatch. Exterior. Next iteration.
How about now?
Damn, I've run out of PG ways to kill you. Guess you win.
Mads and his Cirque du Sorceries get sucked into the Ditko dimension and everyone is saved. Exterior, streets of Hong Kong. Cumberbatch, Chiwetel, and Wong collect themselves and savor their mutual victory.
Oh, please. We're all Brits here. We're savoring it.
Well, the pure evil corrupto demon Pinky swore to never be mean to us again. So no worries there. Now, there's 3 of us, and there's 3 sanctums to protect. That works nicely.
I can't team up with you. You've upset the natural order of things.
An arrogant white dude, appropriated a foreign culture and saved everything? Sounds like the natural order of things to me.
No. Sure, I've spent years with my floating boots and magic portals and everything, but now we've gone and saved lives and rescued all humanity and done good and shit. That's going too far.
So, who's gonna look after the third saint?
Deal with it later. I must silently window brood now. Oh, for all I've gained, my hands are still gross and shaky. Jazz hands. And I may be Sorcerer Supreme, but I'll never be a Surgeon General now. Though, I guess I could still operate on people. And if I fuck it up, I'll rewind time until I get it right, or prep for surgery and fast forward through time where the patient is already healed, or rewind patients until before they're even injured, or
Interior bonus scene, Sanctum Sanctorum swanky sitting salon. Try saying that 5 times fast.
Sanctorum swings. Okay, I can't. So how can I help you, Chris Hemsworth?
Well met, Batchamcumber. Listen and I are searching for Hopkins. Can you help?
What? A big cliffhanger at the end of Thor 2 that was Hiddleston's had assumed Hopkins' identity. Did we just utterly spoilerify that just for the sake of a little crossover bonus scene?
All right, the big Thor cliffhanger everyone was so hung up on. Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna be like that about it.
Interior bonus scene, Avengers Mansion.
What a crazy Infinity War, huh, Rocket? Sure was shocking when Cap and Luke and Quake got killed. Huh. Good thing Strange sent Spidey and Jessica back to tell 1940s Agent Carter about Ghost Rider's time gem so that they could save everyone. Cheers, Squirrel Girl.
The end credits provide a helpful message that distracted driving is dangerous, in case that point wasn't made sufficiently crystal fucking clear earlier. Interior post-credits bonus scene. Benjamin Bratt is futzing around with metal before.
Oh gosh, sorry, we missed your basketball game. We were too busy fighting and dying to save Earth from eternal damnation, but I guess they're equally important, right? God forbid you miss your goddamn pickup fucking basketball game for some trivial shit like the fate of humanity. Now enjoy the prematurely cancelled ABC spin-off Dimension, dickhead.
Fade in.
Once upon a time, a meteor full of the most powerful metal in the universe crashed in the heart of Africa. This metal was called vibranium, and despite the fact that it can absorb any force that impacts it, the local tribes, with their Stone Age technology, managed to shape it into, well, everything. Weapons, electrical wiring, clothing, you name it. It does your taxes, whitens your teeth, increases sexual virility, walks your dog, and a trillion other things the writers haven't decided yet. White people use it to make a shield for a guy. Anyway, these tribes banded together to form the nation of Wakanda. They managed to repel European colonists and slave traders, hiding themselves away in the mountains of eventually creating massive holographic shield projections so they wouldn't show up on Google Earth. These people are protected by the mighty Black Panther, a superhero so goddamn empowering to black people he's kind of a Mary Sue. Are you ready to be empowered? Because I sure as hell am. But first, let's get depressing for a minute.
Interior apartment, the bad part of Oakland, California, 1992. While some urban youths play basketball outside, gangsters Sterling K. Brown and young Forrest Whitaker plot some gangsteriness.
Yo, man, I just heard exactly 2 knocks on the door.
2 knocks? God damn. That's the special Wakanda code. Let them in.
2 badass female Wakandan Spec Ops agents wearing outfits that are awesome but still look kind of ridiculous when seen outside of a similarly styled environment march into the room. They tap their spears on the ground and the lights go out. A moment later, Black Panther young John Connie appears.
Greetings, brother. I'd hoped to find you in better lodgings, yet this crib is hardly pimped to a degree that befits royalty.
Yes, brother and king of mine. I admit I am slumming somewhat. I simply desire to open diplomatic communications with this nation's prince, and while he is a skilled musician, I discovered to my dismay that he lacks any real authority in their political structure. I then reached out to a recently deposed monarch in the Duchy of Bel Air, but he is less fresh than his title would suggest.
A likely story, for our precious vibranium has been pilfered by ruthless criminal Andy Serkis, and I have suspicions that you may have abetted him in this atrocity.
Who accuses me of such?
Yo.
Oh, well, shit.
Come, brother. Return home to face Wakandan justice. I shall also explain to you what situational comedies are.
as the Fresh Prince once said. Aw, hell nah!
Sterling tries to shoot John, becoming the latest of many, many bad guys to forget that vibranium armor treats bullets like dandelion fluff. John reluctantly skewers him through the chest and leaves him to die. Exterior present-day Africa. Flying in on his invisible space jet, new King Bojack Horseman Chadwick Boseman prepares to do battle.
What is the plan of attack today, General?
Guerrillas have 3 trucks full of slaves in the jungle below us. They are armed with 30-year-old rifles and rusty machetes and probably have half a high school education between them. So naturally, we've kitted you out with enough sci-fi tech to kill the Klingon Empire.
Very well.
And?
And what?
Where is your snarky comeback? Your patent and charming Marvel protagonist humor that will undercut every moment of tension or drama?
The Panther does not snark. As the first black superhero, I feel I must maintain a certain decorum.
I feel like I should do the accent for the action description. Blade spawn sweet pack, glad disapprovingly. Chadwick kills other gorillas easily, but is stopped from killing the last one by undercover secret agent Lupita Nyong'o.
Do not slay this one, my king and ex-boyfriend. He's merely a child soldier. I mean, you just killed the cast of beasts of no nation, but can't save them all.
Greetings, my former love. We have not seen each other since your Oscar win.
I am cashing in, Chadwick. Serious acting is great, but a girl has to eat, and Disney has deep pockets.
Ah, yes, the Natalie Portman maneuver. Well, shall we fall back in love now or at the end of the movie when nothing about our relationship dynamic has changed?
At the end, my king, tradition demands it.
They hop in their spaceship and return to the capital city of Zootopia.
There is an unfair comparison, stage direction. Certainly our capital is a colorful and forested CGI metropolis where nature interacts freely with modernity, but you should not be compared readily to.
Riding in a goddamn rhinoceros. Sorry.
Greetings, my king.
Point taken. How fair are Boros, Daniel?
They're fine, like they always are. I have pretty easy job, actually. What with the holographic projectors shielding our entire nation from sight. I am starting to think we should go murder the rest of the world to show our dominance.
That's stupid. Our ways are peaceful. Now please excuse me when I go cement my rule via display of ritual combat on the waterfall.
Exterior waterfall. The rest of the cast gathers in to observe Chadwick's coronation. Wise spiritual leader Forrest Whitaker seizes a microphone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rumble in the Jungle for the Wakandan crowd. In this corner, weighing in at 160 pounds of pure sexy muscle, the godfather of swole, the great white hope for great black action stars, Chadwick Boseman.
Chadwick enters shirtless, causing many theater seats to suddenly resemble the waterfall he stands upon.
And in this corner, weighing in at 0.75, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's, the guy who was called Man-Ape in the comics, but that's racist. So now he just sort of barks at everyone. Winston the Duke.
Winston Duke enters shirtless, barking.
All right. I want a fair intra-tribal bloodbath from you two. No crotch shots, chair hits, and you have to end with a dramatic act of mercy. Agreed? All right, fight.
Chadwick and Winston wrestle in the water for a bit until Chadwick gets Winston in a headlock. Angela Bassett and Letitia Wright watch from a cliffside nearby.
Ugh. To be a loincloth in that fight right now. Mom, you're Chadwick's mother in this movie. Damn, really? I could be his sister. Oh, that's also me. Oh, shit. As a tech genius, my research upon the outer world's interwebs has revealed that the Americans have a saying about our people and our inability to crack. Insensitive, but a fair assessment in my case.
Chadwick defeats Winston, who retreats backing into the mountains. Later, Chadwick goes to meet Letitia and her Apple Store gadget lab.
Well, big bro, now that you're super double official king, I guess it's time for you to dictate policy. Open new diplomatic channels with allies and...
No, sister. Since the world shall never know the glory of Idris Elba as James Bond, I must fill the black 007 void. Bequeath various Chekhov's gadgets upon me that I might track down Andy Serkis, because apparently I need Jetson's technology to fight a pasty British man whose superpower is not having an arm.
Okay. I made you a new Panther suit. It's exactly the same as the old Panther suit, except now we have two of them. Just in case the villain wants to steal the other one for the climactic showdown. Oh, and sometimes it can release pent-up kinetic energy in the form of a huge concussive blast.
When does it do that?
Whenever you make that cross-armed Wakanda salute that no one is supposed to notice we stole from Plan 9 from outer space. So basically, whenever you remember to. Also, I made you a sexy car. It'll be useful in case you need to, I don't know, drive somewhere. Okay, did Disney just have a James Bond script laying around?
Sister, as I said, we honor James Bond's influence, but I hardly see how this could be construed as.
Interior, the casino from Skyfall.
Yeah, okay, I see it. Hell, all we need is a color swapped Felix lighter, and we're basically just.
Hey, folks, remember me, that guy who was in Civil War for like 10 seconds? 10 seconds.
Oh, for the love of past. Martin, no offense, but I'm here with SEAL Team Shosha, and you're a token white guy. You can't have Andy back to S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever.
Actually, I work for the plain old CIA because that exists in this universe, I guess. And I'm here to abduct Andy Serkis like you abducted the token joke from Reddit. Now, please stand aside. You can't violate South Korean autonomy with this extrajudicial kidnapping. That's our thing.
But Andy spots them.
Hello, lovelies. Anybody care to give me a hand?
Oh, just shoot me with your sci-fi bullshit on, please.
Can do.
Andy shoots him with a blast of energy from his robot arm.
Okay, now can we see your real power? That basically just touched on my girls, and I'm not.
Fuck.
Andy escapes in a car, and Chadwick gives him chase. They speed through the streets of Korea in a scene that's so fucking cool, you won't even notice it's ripped right off the 2009 G.I. Joe movie. Eventually, Andy is captured and taken to a black site for interrogation.
What do you know about Wakanda?
I know they're king's a superhero with access to sci-fi technology. Actually, doesn't everyone know that? He took off his mask in front of like 50 people in Civil War. Someone probably got a Snapchat.
Well, little did you know, Wakanda is actually a super advanced civilization hiding its wonders from the world. Which probably explains how the king could afford all that gear, in case you were wondering.
Wow, Gollum. So Wakanda's basically how North Korea's portrays itself in propaganda videos?
This is uncomfortable. Where's Wallace at?
It turns out Wallace is here, and he got fucking ripped. Young Spec Ops bad guy Michael B. Jordan bursts through the wall and whisks Andy away.
Damn! For all our amazing skills and technology, we could not foresee the fiendish tactics of blowing up a wall and driving me away in a van.
My king, Martin has been shot.
Then let us all escort him immediately back to Wakanda, so he can be healed.
Couldn't like two of us stay here and chase Andy for a bit?
It is too late. That van could probably go 50 miles per hour on good streets if it hasn't rained. They are long gone. Let's all return home so we can comfort this guy, but we barely know.
Stepping over the probably still dying bodies of Martin's coworkers. Exterior airfield. Andy and Michael load their gear into the plane.
Well, Mike, I must say, you and I have a fascinating dynamic as far as villains go. Me more experienced and batshit crazy, and you full of fierce youthful anger and superior fighting skills. I think this could really be the thing that takes Marvel villains to stop sucking.
Yeah, about that.
He shoots Andy.
What the fuck, Mikey? We have a good thing here, come on! I've got like 15 minutes of screen time buried in 2 3-hour movies. Let me at least stay for the climax.
As a great man once said, oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no! Michael kills Andy and also his own girlfriend because he does not give a fuck. Interior Wakandan council room.
And if we increase grain yields by 15%, we can probably offset the deficit from the new high school theater program. Bastards H. Christ. King is boring.
Michael B. Jordan kicks in the door and drops Andy's body on the table like Errol Flynn with a deer.
Sup, bitches?
By what right does a disturbingly sexy American interrupt our sacred budget meeting office birthday party for a lip plate guy?
This a her? You sure her?
By right, I'm your By right of I'm your cousin. Behold, my special Wakandan lip tattoo.
By the blessed rains down on Africa, his birth certificate is valid. He is of Wakandan blood.
Damn straight. I was one of those younglings on the basketball court in Oakland at the start of the movie. Sterling K. Brown was my pops. Your daddy killed my daddy, Chadbo. I demand satisfaction.
That's pure folly. My son would never agree to.
I accept.
I'm regretting this more than I time I played a circus freak with 3 tits.
Exterior waterfall.
As an act of courtesy, I have extracted from my bloodstream the magic Wakandan super drugs that make me a devastating fighter. We shall be equals now.
Yeah, I've been meaning to ask about that. Where the hell do the drugs come from?
Vibranium.
And what exactly do they do?
Everything.
Because
vibranium, yes.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm getting some of that.
They fight with spears this time. Chadwick wins for a bit, but then he starts losing because of reasons. Michael moves in for the killing blow.
And now to claim my rightful crown. For I am Killmonger.
Is that your villain name? Dude, there are other jungle cats. Be leopard man or something. I mean, fuck. Do you Hmong killers often?
Okay, fuck y'all.
He thrusts.
Get down, Mr. President!
Where's the stab to death?
Okay, that was useful. Well, since my only real cultural understanding of Africa while growing up came from the Lion King, I figured this was appropriate. Long live the king.
Michael punts Chadwick off the waterfall, and oh my god, he's totally dead, guys. Seriously, no way he lived through that. Can you read the sarcasm in all these cap stage directions? If you can't, you obviously haven't visited the site lately and should be ashamed. Interior Wakandan throne room. Lupita and Denai meet to discuss their next move.
So, what shall we do then? Michael wishes to use our Wakandan technology to visit horrible vengeance against white oppressors the world over. And I must admit, after seeing 2 broke girls, I agree the white race has a lot to answer for. Oh, yes. But this simply isn't the way.
I am sorry, sister-in-arms. I am sworn to uphold Wakandan law, even the stupid parts, like how the unquestioned ruler can be replaced at any time by someone who beats him at waterfall wrestling.
Well, at least you acknowledge how bullshit this is. I am taking the royal family and fleeing into the mountains. Have fun with your genocide.
It beats more Walking Dead.
Lupita, Angela, and Letitia escape the city and find the tribe of Winston Duke.
Winston, we beseech you, please aid us in our violent coup to seize power in our totalitarian regime. We promise we're the good guys in this.
Oh, wow.
What's that, Winston? You say you won't help us directly? You say we're total hypocrites for leading an egalitarian society, but somehow not opening diplomatic relations with your people in this freezing mountain hops for like thousands years?
Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay, bow wow yippee yo.
What's that, Winston? What are you trying to say? That you pulled Chadwick out of the river? And you kept him alive through the magic of burying him in like an inch of snow?
Let's go and give it to you.
If I understand this, we can use the secret vibranium herbal supplement to bring Chadwick back to life and give him superpowers, and then lead an attack on Michael's regime by praying Diane and her army of all female badasses will have a face heel turn at the last possible moment, which Winston would be happy to hop in when things look at their hairiest. Am I getting that right? Good boy, Winston. Let's get Chad tripping.
Chadwick is fed the herbal supplement and has a vision of himself in the psychedelic Serengeti. His dead father, John Connie, appears before him.
Son, it is good to see you. Join me and your ancestors as we frolic in the fields of the spiritual African afterlife. It's pretty awesome, except for all the spiritual Nat Geo documentary crews.
No, father. I've decided that you and our ancestors are wrong. We could no longer abandon our brothers and sisters to squatter outside Wakanda's borders. It was pure cruelty to slay Michael's father and abandon him to the hood. Too many black youths grown to valiant young men in such a way. But while Michael's tactics are beyond the pale, his grievances are valid. The sins of our oppressors do not excuse our own.
Chadwick, every king must make hard decisions. Yours will come in time. I ask you again. Join me and let us frolic in the wilderness as panther spirits. At least until spirit climate change depletes the spirit Giselle population and we must forage nearer to spirit human settlements.
I cannot, father. For sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti, I know that I must do what's right. What?
Nothing. I'll tell you when you die someday.
Chadwick awakens. Exterior fields of climactic battle. Chadwick and Wakanda's warriors prepare to face Michael and his militant loyalists.
All right, folks, here's the plan. Let the warriors tap your spears on the ground. Something different happens every time you do that. Maybe later on the win battle configuration.
Taps spear on the ground and sprouts a mustache. I keep trying.
Letitia, Angela.
I'll keep trying. I'm sorry I needed to sprout my mustache.
Letitia,
Amazing.
Angela, I need you two to keep being badass. Nothing specific. But just be in the background fighting mooks. It won't affect much, but I'll keep it look inspiring as hell.
I have laser gauntlets all of a sudden.
Riding a goddamn rhinoceros again.
Hold, former allies. I have decided Michael's one nation jihad against the rest of the world is what's best for our people. Flee now, or me, Scumtitious here, and my army of loyalists with magic blanket shall attack.
Dude, we were best friends like 2 days ago. Did someone reprogram your brain or something?
What? Whatever do you mean?
Fight commences. It is pretty awesome, even if it does look an awful lot like the climax of Phantom Menace at times. Eventually, Daniel is confronted by Deny.
Greetings, my love. Surely you cannot slay me.
Wait, we're lovers? Wow, I thought Chadwick and Lupita were underdeveloped. Anyway, get off your high rhinoceros. You're sleeping in the doghouse tonight.
No, to the bitter end, I will.
She snaps a Snapchat with a flash on.
I have been complete idiot today.
Daniel surrenders.
Well, that takes care of the blanket brigade, but there are still more warriors too.
Winston Duke charging over the hillside with dozens of soldiers.
Well, that takes care of the warriors. But wait, a single spaceship full of Wakandan weaponry is flying towards the border. If it escapes, all is lost.
I know someone says this is in every movie, but couldn't we just call the Avengers and have them take out that one ship? I'm pretty sure it won't impact the empowering message of our film if we just ask for the day.
Flying in on a huge eagle. It's Martin Freeman.
I'm helping!
He destroys the ship.
Thank you, White Ally. Now to finish Michael.
Chadwick and Panther suit wearing Michael have a cat fight that lands them both on the sci-fi train tracks inside the vibranium mine.
If I remember that extremely clumsy foreshadowing from earlier in the film, I know these train tracks have a special sonic ray that makes vibranium go loopy. This could give me the edge I need.
You can't win, Holmes. I'm the coolest goddamn villain in Marvel, as pumped out in years. Who you gonna fight in the sequel? Kraven the Hunter? Motherfucking Stilt Man?
Damn it, you're right. We can't waste two charismatic villains in one movie. All right, go escape, and I'll just...
But Chadwick accidentally taps his spear on the ground, and the spear sprouts from Michael's chest out of nowhere.
Man, y'all need better instructions on your magic spears.
As an act of sympathy, Chadwick takes the dying Michael up to the cliffside so they can watch the sunset together.
Perhaps we could still heal you, Michael. I mean, that thing stuck in like 8 inches into your chest, but vibranium literally solves everything.
And live in bondage, as my ancestors did on the plantations of old. A great man once said, oh, hell no, go see Creed 3.
Exterior, Oakland, present day. Chadwick and Letitia stand in the basketball court where young Michael once lost his innocence.
Sister, I have decided Wakanda must open up our gifts to the world. No longer shall we live in comfort while our brothers and sisters suffer in poverty as Michael once did.
Awesome. So when do we start selling spaceships?
Whoa, hold your rhinos, Karl. We're already sharing a cinematic universe with Jessica Jones and Punisher, dropping laser guns and gravity chains everywhere, but stress believability to the breaking point. Let's just start with the rec center, yeah? Talk to me again after Infinity War about the real shit.
End. Of course it isn't the end. You want post-credit scenes? You got post-credit scenes. Interior United Nations.
And if you look at my chart here, you'll see a 0.5% increase in Wakanda trade with the EU, will bolster both economies, especially if we factor in the steel tariffs from the United States. Now, in the service of diplomacy, we're willing to eat the post-inflation shipping cost of textiles. But if we can renegotiate livestock and automobile exchange rates, I think you'll find us amenable to.
Okay, that one was kind of a bust, but guess what? We got post-credit number 2 coming right up. Exterior Wakandan Field. It's Sebastian Stan.
This is nice.
Okay, maybe you can skip this post-credit scenes this time around.